What's up, guys? This is after my workout, and I recorded everything that you saw: 3 sets of squats and 2 sets of leg press. I hit 3 sets of hamstring curls afterwards and 2 sets of leg extensions. And I just didn't record leg extensions or hamstring curls. Basically because there was a lot of people in that part of the gym, and I didn't really want to make a scene or anything. Also, I did talk to one of the trainers that works there, and he's an older fella from Southern California. Actually, he's pretty cool. He traveled all the way over here to upstate New York, which is pretty sweet. But I was just trying to pick his brain a little bit because I didn't really get hired, but I'm going to be working at that YMCA. Hopefully, I just didn't dox myself, but I do this all in good faith. But the YMCA is offering that they will pay for my ISA training program to become certified, so I don't have to freaking go back to building fences. Now, the one thing that does kind of suck is this training job only pays $18 an hour. And I think hours are limited. I'm probably only going to be able to make $600 a week or something like that, compared to like getting overtime at my fence job, making like $1,200. So that's a big freaking change. But am I going to be doing what I love versus what puts gray hairs on my head? So I got to kind of choose between the two. And I am blessed enough to be able to live in my parents' house, and now would be the best time to be able to get into something that I love and something that I am very passionate about. Because I see what it does to people working a certain job for 20 plus years, specifically blue collar. I'm telling you guys, anytime you ever meet a construction worker, freaking power line worker, freaking an iron worker, a steel worker, a welder, or whatever, they don't seem to be that fired up and that pleasant about their job. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, oh, great, their vocabulary usually consists of, I try not to cuss on this channel, but lots of just foul language, and it kind of paints a picture of their attitude towards their job. And not only that, but life in general. Because, like, guys, I grew up on a farm. I grew up homeschooled on a farm, working my whole life. So I have gotten a taste of what it's like to do physical labor. Trust me. Now I want to actually do something that I love. That's something that I'm fired up and I'm crazy about, which is lifting weights and training like a freaking athlete, you know? It's nice 'cause I can always fall back on like building fences and doing that type of stuff. Just because I've done it for quite some time now and I've developed skills in those jobs. So, but constantly when I was at work for the company I work for, I'm always just thinking, I can't wait to get out and go to the freaking gym. I just can't wait to get out and lift, you know? But now I'm going to be able to freaking do that, God willing. I have this interview coming up on next Tuesday. It is Thursday today. Next Tuesday at 11:30. I'm going to be meeting with one of the head honchos there, like the manager lady. I'm going to be meeting with her. So I'm really freaking fired up to do that. But today was definitely a good workout. I squashed the 425, 8 reps, didn't do 10 this time. And as you can see, I changed I put my phone so you can see the side profile of when I'm squatting versus right behind me. So my arse wasn't literally in the camera and being pushed into the camera. Gave an optical illusion to look like I was like really like hunched over while going up. So everyone who's so quick to comment, straighten your back out, you're doing good mornings. It's like, freaking watch this video. Those look like good mornings to you? No, not one bit. So I had a lot of people, not a lot, I had a couple people telling me to fix my back, to fix my form. And that's the thing. I don't know if I talked about this already, but people, guys, if I actually some freaking idiot commented, drop the ego and drop down to 2 plates. Now, if I were someone who was a newbie to lifting, I might take that advice. Like, oh, thank you very much. I'm happy I'm not. Because if I did take that advice, I would lose strength and lose progress and lose gains. Lots of people are just so eager to correct you with any type of lift. Chances are those people that like to correct you can't do anything even close to that themselves. I'm sorry, I'm just constantly like looking at my neck. It's getting thicker from deadlifts. But I noticed that comment, and I noticed how stupid it is. And I don't... But, yeah, whatever. Forget about that. But, yeah, I totally focused on squatting deep today and keeping my back as straight as possible. So that also might be why I did 2 less reps. Actually, no, I'm dropping a lot of weight. I'm in like the mid 260s, high 260s right now. I was around 280 for a while, but the goal is to drop down to 255. And I know, freaking my one title of my video is Road to Shredded. Oh, frick! I keep on getting heartburn. I'm sorry, guys, but it was like Road to Shredded 350, and now it's like, whoa, what the frick? What the frick, Nick? You're freaking going back down to 255. That's like almost 100 pounds off, you know, and well, it's all about longevity, folks. It's all about longevity. That's why I have a trainer. I have a trainer to inform me about the results of my blood work. And the results of my last time I got blood work around a month ago weren't too great. So that's why I'm crushing it in cardio. I'm doing fasted cardio every freaking morning. I didn't do it this morning. I'm going to have to do like an hour of cardio to catch back up today. One thing I did was the workout. I'm recording this after the workout versus think the last couple of videos I recorded this little speech, my speech, before the workout. So this is a nice change of things. But yeah, and honestly, guys, I do miss Hercules, the gym that I was going to earlier in my videos. Like quite a few videos ago, I was going to Hercules, and now I'm going to the YMCA more. I don't know. It's nice to switch things up, but I really do miss the energy at Hercules. At the YMCA, dude, it's like no one freaking cares. No one wants to acknowledge anyone. No one. It's either that at the YMCA or it's filled to the brim with like 30-something college kids in the weight room, and like no one knows what they're doing. They're just sitting there. And it's just like freaking, and you walk in, they're like, whoa, my gosh, whoa, where did this specimen come from? I drink a lot of coffee, I'm sorry, but yeah, it's just, I miss the vibe of Hercules a lot, but it's so freaking expensive to go there. And I do like how it was 24-hour gym, you get a freaking code, you can go in whenever you want. I can't get over how awesome that is. But yeah, I'm going to be working at that YMCA at OCC. So hopefully, it's a good environment to be working as a trainer, because you get a lot of, young college kids, and, they see a guy squatting or lifting this X amount of weight. And like, oh my gosh, like, teach me the freaking way, dude. So I'm going to have clientele coming in, and, I'm not quite sure on how it's going to work. Like I said, I have that meeting with that, with the lady. So I'm very excited. This is a new chapter in life, and I'm kind of just stuck on like what I'm going to teach, but I also haven't taken the training course yet. So I guess it's going to give me like a good idea and of what to do. And also the lady, I don't really want to say her name, I guess. It's not a big deal, but she's going to like teach me she's going to like give me a program and have other people do it. And then she says, after I get a good idea how that works, I can branch off and I can do my own thing. So I'm looking forward to that. It's gonna be freaking fun. And it's not involved. I don't think I have to write a diet out, which I thought, honestly, I'm gonna tell them like I can write people diets if they want to take it that seriously. I'm not afraid to do that. But guys, one thing that's been frustrating me is my freaking bench press. All my other lifts are just trumping my bench press. Last time I hit chest, I did the 125-pound dumbbells for like 7 reps. And honestly, it's very frustrating. I haven't talked about my shoulder pain from back in June when I did an injection and I hit a nerve. And it just completely messed up my shoulder, so I couldn't train chest or shoulders for like 4 or 5 months. I could do like some machines, but I couldn't do any free weights. And even with the machines, it freaking hurt, dude. It freaking, it was just so awkward and weird and tight. And like, I feel like there's kinks and stuff in my shoulder. So that's why I always preach about whenever you go, especially like shoulder or something like that, just grab freaking 2.5, 5 pound, even 1 pound weights. Just freaking do some of these with them. Go swimming with them like this. Don't be afraid to move your limbs around. Get moving. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone just wants to jump right into it. You know what happens when you jump right into it? You get injured. You won't be able to jump right into it till freaking like what happened to me. 4 months of just nothing, not being able to train that body part. Granted, that was due to my decision to stick a needle an inch down into my shoulder. So it's kind of voluntarily. I didn't expect for it to happen. I always had done the injections in my glute. But I had some issues going on, so I couldn't. Freaking, yeah. This also, basement, cleaned it up a little bit. Gonna be making more room. When I do get a lot of money, I'm gonna freaking put some dumbbells over there, have a dumbbell rack up against that wall, and just all the dumbbells, all weights. I want to go like 0 to like 200-pound dumbbells, bro. 0. I mean like 5 pound to like 200-pound dumbbells. Because if you cap it out at 150, you're only at. Because if your dumbbells end at 150, you're only going to get so strong. You're going to get 150 pounds dumbbell strong. And I feel like we should set the ceiling way higher than we think we can go. Because if we actually do get to the 150s, it's like, okay, now I'm just lifting 150s. Now if I have 200s, it's like, okay, I can do 160s, 170s. I can just play around with them. I can get adapted to them. Just get used to how it feels. But freaking, so that's in the process. Just, you know, cleaning this up, trying to stack up some money so I can just freaking continue decking out this home gym. That's the goal. That's what I'm going for. And yeah, I've been seeing my views have been going, you know, 15, 25 views per video to like freaking almost 500. So I appreciate you guys clicking on my videos. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you so much. If this is your first time you're coming here, thank you so much. I welcome you with open freaking arms. And my gyno welcomes you as well. I'm going to get on top of that. Maybe hop on some Masteron. But that's why I'm just crushing cardio. So I can get my freaking health situated. And I can get cleared to go on a bit of a blast. I guess I'm going to be taking some DECA. And I've heard the DECA can make you kind of autistic. I don't want to be autistic, so I'm going to see if there's a way to move around that. I don't really want to take DECA. I'd be fine with just going back to 500 tests and, you know, 200 Masteron a week. I felt amazing when I was doing that. I said it before, I'll say it again. For those just tuning in, I'm only on 250 tests. For those who don't know what's normal, what's not, you know, just TRT, I take TRT, testosterone replacement therapy. And most, like the initial optimal use for it is in older guys, older fellows who, you know, usually 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, their testosterone levels are starting to sink a little bit. So, you know, they want to feel a little good. So they go to a doctor, go to a clinic, they get prescribed to be put on TRT through a clinic, not through a random guy at the gym. They're doing it healthy and they're getting their blood work taken and staying on top of things. And that's what I'm doing right now. That's what you gotta freaking strive for. Longevity is the key word. But frick, guys, I got a lot to freaking say, as you can see, and I'm gonna try to squeeze it all in this video. Frick. But yeah, and like I said, I'm on 250, and you know, guys just hopping on, it might be on like 50 or 100 or something like that. So 250 is a lot compared to like an older guy who just takes it because their levels are getting low. But for weightlifters, that's not that much at all. Some would say a blast is 400 up or 500 milligrams a week up. Some would like to argue it's maybe 600 or 700. I do apologize, my 20% battery cut me off. But yeah, some would say, you know, this amount is a lot or this amount is a lot, whatever. I think anything over 300 or like around 400, that's, you know, and okay, that's a decent amount for like a weightlifter. That's, you know, I mean, okay. I'm not going to say it in the tone like that's a decent amount. That's not. I would use that tone of voice saying it the way I just did if that was 500. 400 is like, okay, you're on a decent amount. Yeah. Okay. Like you might notice you're getting freaking arms are getting noticeably veinier, you know, you're freaking more energetic. But yeah, 500 I think is where it's like you're starting to be like, whoo, okay, like, you know, you're really starting to notice it. I've never went above 500. I've only been on TRT for about exactly 1 year now. Before I was on SARMs. Don't do SARMs. But yeah, my trainer was talking to me about possibly going on 800 T a week, 800 milligrams of testosterone a week. I will be out of my mind if I do that. But that's why he was suggesting DECA, because he said, oh, heartburn, frick. My trainer was saying how DECA actually kind of mellows you out, but it kind of like makes you autistic. So I don't know what's going on with that. I'll have to like do some more research, whatever. Masteron, I'm very excited to do Masteron again. That Masteron made me feel like very like euphoric and like stimulated, like outgoing. Like I wanted to talk to more people, but frickin' my dad's here and I'm recording a YouTube video. I freaking talk too much, so I'm gonna end this video.